Xo'p, hammaga assalomu alaykum. Xudo xolisa mana bugun bizning navbatdagi vebinarimiz bo'lib o'tadi. Bugungi mehmonlarimiz APU Universitetining vakillari Mr. Adrian va Mrs. Aziza Alimova. Xudo xolisa bugungi vebinarimiz o'zbek tilida ham, ingliz tilida ham, kerak bo'lsa rus tilida ham qo'yamiz. International hamma tilda bo'ladi. Xo'p, xudo xolisa Aziza bilan boshlab bersalar. Aziza opa, yaxshimisiz?
Assalomu alaykum Iskandar. Assalomu alaykum hammaga. Rahmat bugun onlayn webinar tashkil qilganingizga, Study Point'ga. O'ylaymanki hammasi sog' salomat. Sizlarni ko'rib turganimdan juda ham xursandman. Bugungi muloqotimiz Asia Pacific University haqida, Malayziyadagi o'qish haqida bo'ladi. Savollaringizga bemalol javob berishim mumkin. Umid qilamizki, talabalarimiz o'zlarini hamma savollariga javob olishadi. Masalan, bugungi kunda sharoitda, karantinda Malayziyadagi talabalarimiz sharoitlari qanaqa chora-tadbirlar ko'rilyapti Malayziyada, shu haqida bemalol Mr. Adriandan so'rashimiz mumkin. Umuman shu universitet haqida ma'lumot beradigan bo'lsam, keyin so'zni Mr. Adrianga beramiz. Malayziyada bu universitet poytaxti Kuala Lumpurda joylashgan. O'zi nomi Asia Pacific University of Information and Technologies. Informatsiya va texnologiyalar sohasida hozirgi kunda top universitetlardan biri hisoblanadi. Bu universitetda hozirgi kunda 12 mingta talaba tahsil olmoqda va ulardan umuman 60% xalqaro talabalardan iborat. 130 ta davlatdan kelgan talabalar va reyting bo'yicha Osiyoda xalqaro talabalar soniga qarab birinchi o'rinda turadi. Osiyo va Malayziyada. Va o'zini informatsion texnologiyalari, biznes sohasi, accounting and finance, buxgalteriya, finance, engineering, design sohasida juda ham ko'pgina 100 dan ortiq dasturlarni taklif etadi. Yana universitetda ingliz tili, yozgi qishki ta'tillar va bakalavr, magistratura, PhD, doktorantura dasturlari taklif etiladi. Marhamat, bemalol savolinglar bo'lsa berishingiz mumkin. Hozir so'zni xalqaro aloqalar bo'limi katta menejeri Mr. Adrian beramiz. Adrian, I just introduced our followers about the university, and please you can introduce yourself and you can answer to the question. You can give brief information about the university as well.
Oh, okay. Hi everyone. Hi Iskandar. Hi Aziza. Wow. So you guys in Uzbekistan, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think most of the viewer here, you are from, Uzbekistan. Yeah. So hi everyone. Yeah. So Uzbekistan is not really new to me. I've been to Uzbekistan like so many times. Yeah. So unfortunately for this time, I supposed to come this month, but because of this pandemic issue, I couldn't make it. Yeah. So my name is Adrian, as Aziza have said. She has also introduced, I think, mostly the university in terms of the overall probably introduction. So actually I want to introduce more and show you more pictures so that you will have some idea, on how the education in Malaysia looks like, how APU looks like, what are the facilities that are available, and how actually students, they study in APU. And overall, you will see why there's so many students study in Malaysia, especially Uzbek students, yeah, and also why they chosen APU. Shall I share with them the the PowerPoint presentation slide?
Yes, no problem.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Hold on. So can you all see?
Yes.
Yes.
It's visible.
Okay. It's clear, right?
Yes, it's clear.
Yes.
Okay. So, okay, this is the university. This is how, the front look like. Yeah. So, wait, how can I press? Okay. Okay. So first of all, why, students choose to study in Malaysia? Why, Malaysia actually is one of the destination chosen by many international students. You know, yeah, when you see the the slides here, then you can see that Malaysia is the world number 11 most preferred study destination by UNESCO. So meaning that when international students looking for the destination for education, Malaysia comes into top 11. So in Malaysia itself, now we have close to about, I think, 200,000 international students. Yeah. So we have been hosting international students for more than, I think, about 20 years. So to me, Uzbek students coming to APU is not really a new thing. And it has been ongoing since I started, working in the university. I think I've been with the university for probably about 13 years. So for the last 13 years, I've already seen so many Uzbek students studying here. Yeah. So second is high academic standard and international recognition. Yeah. So when you study in Malaysia or when you study in APU, don't worry, because your certificates, whatever that you study is 100% recognized, overseas. Yeah. So, here, we also have like students from more than 130 countries. So meaning that at least you will know that, students from their own countries definitely will recognize their qualification. Yep. So they have pre-checked before you. So no worries at all. Even, in Uzbekistan, I have students who have graduated and go back to Uzbekistan, and now they even work in the ministry. In Uzbekistan, government, so they also are very strict in terms of recognizing the degree or recognizing the qualification from other countries. So if our students is working in the ministry, means that it is recognized by your government, all right? So the third is multicultural and diversity. So just now I have said we have students from more than 130 countries. In the university, like in APU, so we have students, Malaysia, I think more than 130 countries, but APU is about 130 countries. I think Uzbek students alone, I think we have probably somewhere about 200 students. Yep. So when you come to APU, you can see that you are also not alone. All right. So the fourth reason is, Malaysia is a Muslim-friendly country. So like, for example, now is a lot of Muslim, you are fasting. Am I right? So
Yeah.
when you're fasting, and then the time that you eat is also different. So in Malaysia, because it is a Muslim country, so you can easily get food during your open fasting time. Yeah. So, and also because Muslim, they are also, majority looking for halal food. I think all, not majority. So, and halal food is easily available in Malaysia. So to me, if any Muslim students or Muslim tourists come to Malaysia, so definitely it's not a problem in terms of looking for food. And let's say if you want to go for prayers, so there's a lot of mosques and also prayers place around. So, but Malaysia is not a Muslim country. It's just that the majority of the religion is Muslim. So, but if you see, Malaysia is actually a part of the Commonwealth, and we follow British law. So means that the law is very similar to British, but the practices, the culturally, it is very similar. It is a Muslim country. All right. So the fifth is, study in Malaysia is very affordable. So it's not expensive at all. So on average, the tuition fee in Malaysia is in between probably $5,000 to $10,000. APU is in between $6,000 to $7,000 a year. All right. Yeah. So, and then in terms of safetiness, Malaysia is also very safe. We are safe from any natural disaster. So when you study in Malaysia, there's no tsunami, there's no earthquake. So that there's no, a lot of natural disaster that you find probably in probably some other countries. All right. So your parents will feel safe when you study in Malaysia because there's no natural disaster that beyond your control. All right. So the last two is the easy visa processing and also easily accessible. So one of the probably challenges whereby a lot of international students, they can't go to UK or they can't go to USA or they can't go to Australia. Probably mainly they are worried about visa, refusal. Am I right? So because visa is something that also beyond anyone's control. Yeah. So, but in Malaysia, as we can see, the visa is very much, I would say, easier and then, easier to apply. So because we just need a few documents, and the most important thing is in Malaysia, we do not need you to submit your financial statement or your financial record. Yeah. So a lot of people, they couldn't get their visa probably because financially they are not strong and they are rejected from traveling. But in Malaysia, as long as you are healthy, as long as you are qualified, definitely you get your visa. Yeah. So, and then again, the last one will be the study pathway. So as you can see, the last one, study pathway means that, you know, when any students wanted to go to UK or Australia or probably Canada or Ireland. So let's say you do not have enough money to study 3 years in UK or 3 years in Australia. Yeah. Or probably your visa rejected, you know, from UK or from USA. Yeah. So it's not the end of the world. A lot of students facing this issue, they can use Malaysia as a stepstone. What do you call it as a stepstone? Means that you can actually study 2 years in Malaysia and 1 year in UK, or 1 year in Malaysia, 2 years in Australia, or 2 years in Malaysia, 1 year in Ireland. So you can do that. Yeah. So means that the first year or the first 2 years, so you save when you study in Malaysia. And eventually when you go to Australia or you go to UK, then you spend, you know, more over there. So it means that you do not need to spend all for your whole 3 years. So you save for the first 2 years and you spend more on your last year in UK. So this is also possible. All right. So this is why so many students, international students, they study in Malaysia. And let's say about the university. So I'm going very fast because I know that you do not like to see wording. So I'll go through very fast so that we can see a lot more pictures. All right. So we established in 1993. APU started or born in 1993. I think it is older than most of you who are watching. Yeah, I believe so. And then we are located in Kuala Lumpur, so which is the capital of Malaysia. So at the moment, we have about 12,000 over students. Yeah. So it's not a small university, it's quite a big university, and students from more than 130 countries. And the program we have, or we are very good in terms of technology, engineering, business, finance, and also design. So later I'll show you more programs, all right? So next. So these are how the university look like, you know, from the front, the view from the front, you can look at it, yeah.
Yes.
And then from the side, you can see this. Yeah. So basically, you can see the front is the teaching area, and then the back is the accommodation. And you can see the architecture is also very different. Yeah. So it's very modern and very futuristic. Yeah. So this is some walkway inside the university. This is also the walkway. We call it the central spine. This is some of the auditorium. So when you study with us, of course, you will actually study in auditoriums, you study in classrooms, or different auditoriums. So this is the largest auditorium that we have, which can fit about probably 500 plus students. Yeah. So to me, it is like a cinema. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And yeah, of course, you know, the design and the color is also very nice, and how we play with the colors is really, really, I would say, it feels like a designer auditorium. Yeah. So this is another one. Yeah. So, and these are the normal classrooms, because it's not always that you will study in a big auditorium, right? Because when you have your tutorial, so you will split into smaller, groups. So whereby usually each group will be less than 40 people. So when in a smaller group, then you can discuss, so you can actually ask questions to your tutor, you have more time to spend with your tutors, then you can learn more, all right?
Yes.
So like, for example, this is one of the classroom whereby students, they are doing some works. Yep. So this is some labs. So let's say if you are doing multimedia or you are doing computer games, so you might actually using this lab. And these are some IT labs. I think we have a lot of I think IT labs and computers for students. Yeah. So to me, probably nothing less than 500-600 computers in the university that you can use. Yeah. So we also have Alienware lab. So for students who actually learns to develop games, or if you are participating in our esports. So because here we also have esports academy. So during your studies, so you can also join, you know, the esports club. So whereby you can join certain programs whereby we teach you in terms of, let's say if you play FIFA, if you play Dota, if you play League of Legends, yeah. So you can also learn this, or even Counter-Strike, all right? So this is another one. This is a cybersecurity talent zone. So this is for those who want to be future hackers. Yeah, just kidding. I mean, we have a cybersecurity whereby to study anti-hackers. Yeah. So I mean, when you want to be a person who anti-hackers, so I mean, you must learn to be a hacker first, right? So you need a lot of different, facilities in terms of the software as well. And you can see this cybersecurity talent zone is the first university in Malaysia who deploy such facility or infrastructure. So when you study with us, definitely in Malaysia, you are studying with the best.
First and only, right? No other university is offering
Yes.
this kind of environment,
Yes.
practical environment for students.
Yes. Yeah. So here you don't just learn your, theory, because you are also learning practically. I mean, for this one, we are just not just teaching students. We also train the bankers. Yeah. Even our national bank employees, they also come to APU and they get trained from us. Yeah. So these are the engineering labs. Yeah. Different labs, and then library. Yep. So you can see it's a very modern place to study. Yep. This is a discussion room. Yeah, this is the most, I think, the beautiful part, because when this place is very busy, it looks like there's a carnival. And here we call it a center point. So whereby this is a place whereby it connecting all the students, and especially during lunchtime, because this is the walkway to the lunch area as well. So a lot of students, they are having a lot of activities here. I mean, they are sitting and chatting with friends, as well as when the convenience store and the cafeteria is nearby, so they can eat at the same time. So I would say this place is the most happening place in the whole university.
Yeah, and you can see the flags from here in the center point.
You can see the flags here that represents the students. I mean, the countries that they are from.
Yeah, there is Uzbek flag as well.
There's Uzbek flag. You can see Aziza from the picture.
Oh, where really?
No, just kidding, just kidding. It's too big, it's too big. Yeah, and also there's a cafeteria, so which serve a lot of different food. I mean, we have Western food, we have Chinese food, we have Malay food, I mean, we have Indian food. Yeah, so there's also bakery. So, I mean, you can try variety of food. I think even near the university, we have Central Asian, restaurant as well. So for any students who live near the university, so nearby there's a Central Asian restaurant, but it's not exactly in the university, but it's very near to the university. So any Central Asian students, no matter you're from Uzbekistan, from Kazakhstan, so you can actually easily eat there. Yeah. So we also have a clinic on campus. Yeah. So let's say if you feel sick, if you do not feel good or feel well, I mean, you can always go to the clinic in the university. Yeah. So, and these are different facilities for design. I mean, the green rooms. Yeah. So this is again mainly for design purposes. And this is the gym. Yeah, we call it the sweat zone. So students studying in the university, they also can have free access to the gym. So you do not need to pay extra. So you can use anytime that you like. All right. Okay. Yeah. At the same time, so we also have like a few futsal courts, a few basketball court. I mean, there's also a football field near the university whereby you can use as well. So in terms of sports facilities, I mean, we have enough for our students. And if you look at our location, you know, we are just opposite the National Sports Complex. So in the National Sports Complex, there are a lot of swimming pools. So students actually go there to swim also. Of course, you must pay for it. So, but it's not expensive. It's like 1 sessions of swimming. So it's like $1. So I think it's nothing. You can swim for like 4 hours. Okay. So what you can study in APU? I mean, of course, I know students now, you will have a lot of interest. Yeah. And you have a lot of probably in terms of selection. So in terms of what you want to study, maybe your dad tell you to study this, your mom tell you to study a different one, or maybe your brother and sister or your friends, you know, they will give a lot of opinion. But here in APU, let me introduce you what programs that we have. First of all, you know, our program probably I would say is very strong. And if you can see, because today I'm not going to introduce you all the programs, but I just want to let you know, the programs that we are very strong, especially the programs which is relevant to Industrial 4.0. If you didn't know what is Industry 4.0, maybe later after the sessions, so you can Google what is that, all right? So, and then this is basically the new technologies that deploy probably in the industry. And when this is deployed, it affects industry across industry. So it means that no matter you're in business, no matter you're in manufacturing, no matter you're in finance, so you will be disrupted by this technology, all right? So what are areas that students could study, in this Industrial 4.0? So first is, I would say, you can see this diagram. So you can see Internet of Things, data science, cybersecurity, cloud computing, intelligent system, mechatronics, e-business, digital marketing, fintech, mobile technology. And these are the things that if you are interested or if you wanted to know more, do research on it. And let's say if you're lazy to do research, doesn't matter. You can go to Study Point and they can explain to you. You can go to Study Point and ask them, what is all this? I heard this is good and this is good for my future. Can you explain more? Definitely we can. All right. Yeah.
Adrian, can I use the chance and just introduce it in Uzbek language, because I want all our students to understand what is Industry Revolution 4.0 just in Uzbek language with simple words, okay? And then you can continue. So, yeah, hozir Mr. Adrian universitetdagi Industry Revolution 4.0 strategiyasiga asoslangan dasturlar haqida gapirib bermoqchilar. Umuman nima degani bu Industry Revolution 4.0? Hozirgi kunda bizda IR4 degan вообще frazani ko'p eshityapmiz hamma joydan. Oddiy so'zlar bilan tushuntirib berganda, bu rivojlanishni bosqichlari bosqichma-bosqich rivojlanganda hozirgi kunda biz 4-bosqichda turibmiz. Bundan oldin 3-bosqich Industry Revolution 3, 2, 1 bo'lgan va bundan keyin ham yana 5-6 bosqichlari yana chiqadi. Bu degani bizani umuman hayotimizni digital, ko'proq elektron onlayn sohaga o'tishi. Masalan, ikki og'iz oddiy so'z bilan tushuntirganda, hozirgi kunda biz telefonlar, smartfonlarga o'tib ketgan, to'g'rimi? iPhone yoki bo'lmasam Samsung. Undan oldin biz ishlatardik Nokialarni yoki undan ham oldin simli telefonlar ishlatardi. Shu bosqichma-bosqich rivojlanish. Hozirgi kunda mana karantinda o'tirib ham hamma shunga iqror bo'ladiki, hamma biznes elektron biznesga o'tib ketdi. Marketing, oddiy marketing management emas, digital marketing managementda ko'proq hozir o'rganish kerak, chunki keyinchalik olimlarni ta'kidlashicha, mana shu statistikalarga qaraganda keyingi 10 yillikda umuman 40% kasblar yo'qolib ketar ekan. Bularni o'rnini ko'proq shu ko'proq robotlar, ko'proq digital nimalar egallar. Shuning uchun talabalarimizga tavsiya qilardikki, oddiy biznes o'rniga elektron biznes, oddiy marketing o'rniga masalan digital marketingga yoki bo'lmasa hozir Internet of Things degan yana bir fraza chiqqan. Bu ham yangi yo'nalishlardan bittasi. Accounting, finance sohasida bo'lsa, hozir fintech juda ham mashhur. Fintech degani bu oddiy uyingizda o'tirib, klik orqali masalan u hisobdan bu hisobga pul o'tkazish yoki bo'lmasam uyda o'tirib biz kommunalniy uslugalarga pul to'lashimiz mumkin. To'g'rimi? Telefonda o'tirib, klikimiz bor, payme bor, shundan pul o'tkazishimiz mumkin. Mana shu rivojlanishlarni bosqichini shu etapiga hozir yetib kelganmiz. Bundan keyin yana ham rivojlanadi. Shuning uchun talabalarimizga maslahatimiz ko'proq shu yo'nalishda. Oddiy eski dasturlarni emas, yana o'zini ustida ishlab, yangi dasturlarni tanlashni tavsiya etardik. APUda imенно shu Industry Revolution 4.0 asosida juda ham ko'p dasturlar berilyapti. Hozir bunga kiradi shu Internet of Things, mechatronika, cyber security, kiberxavfsizlik, software engineering, yana cloud computing da облачное вычисление va shunga o'xshagan juda ham ko'p yo'nalishlarni APU taklif qiladi. Hozir yana Mr. Adrianga so'zni beraman. Shu
uzr gap bo'ldim. Men bu yerda hozir Instagramda live ko'rayotganlar juda ham ko'p savol berishdi. Boy ta'minni bera olmay o'tiribmiz. Javobsiz qolib qolishmasin. Xo'p, savollarni beraman, faqat qisqacha o'tib keturamiz to'xtalib. Savol berishdi, mana kirish talablari va kontrakt narxlari.
Unga yetib kelamiz hozir. Kirishga study pointga murojaat qilishsa bo'ladi. Adrian, there are some questions on Instagram because it's going on Instagram and Facebook online live. Okay. That's why we decided to answer to the questions very quickly because Iskandar informed that a huge amount of the questions. So I will just quickly answer, okay? And then we will continue. So kirishga bu universitetga kirish juda ham oson. Imtihonsiz qabul qilinadi universitetga. Study pointga murojaat qilasizlar, dokumentlaringizni topshirasizlar va ingliz tili faqat IELTS требуется qilinadi va yaxshi baholar. Universitet o'zi viza hamma prosesslarini o'zi qilib beradi, chunki universitet o'zini bo'yniga oladi bu tarafini. Studentdan talab qilinmaydi bir tali bankovskiy spravka yoki bo'lmasam источник дохода, shunga o'xshagan boshqa davlatlar so'raydigan dokumentlarni talab qilmaydi Malayziya. Kirish oson. Narxlariga keladigan bo'lsak, narxlari ham masalan Angliya, Amerikaga solishtiradigan bo'lsak 2-3 barobar arzonroq. O'qish narxi bu yerda 6 mingdan 7 minggacha.
Xo'p. Deadline qachongacha topshiriladi?
Deadline hozirgi kunda biz intakelar cho'zilmadi, chunki intakelar o'sha qoldi. 1 yilda 4 marta o'zim eshitaman. 4 marta intake bo'ladi. Keyingi intakeimiz bizda hozir mayda, bundan keyingisi iyun, sentyabr va noyabrda. O'zi aprelda bo'lish kerak edi, karantin bo'lgani uchun mayga qoldirildi, lekin u ham hozir boshlanadi, darslar onlayn tariqada boshlanadi va agar ochilsa karantin tugagandan keyin masalan keyingi semestrdan уже borib o'qisa bo'ladi yoki bo'lmasa onlayn davom ettirsa ham bo'ladi.
IELTSsiz ham kirsa bo'ladimi?
IELTSsiz ham kirsa bo'ladi. Chunki ingliz tili kurslari bor universitet o'zida. Ingliz tili kurslariga kirib, o'zini darajasini oshirib, keyin IELTS keyin universitetga to'g'ridan-to'g'ri kirsa bo'ladi. Universitetda o'zini APLC degan shkola maktabi bor. Shu maktabda har bir oyda bitta uровень angliyska o'tiladi. Bu degani talabani ingliz tili darajasi aniqlanadi. Masalan, pre-intermediate bo'lsa, yana 3 oy yoki 4 oy kerak bo'lgan oyiga o'sha уровеньdan boshlab o'qiladi-da, keyin o'sha o'qishga kirsa bo'ladi.
Hop. Yashashga qancha ketadi?
Yashashgami? Yashashga to'g'risida hozir ma'lumotlarni yana beramiz. O'zi umuman yotoqxonalar bor. Universitetda 2 xil yotoqxonasi bor. Kampus ichida va kampus tashqarida. Hamma sharoitlari bor. Bunga bir oyda 150 dan boshlab $250 gacha ketadi bir oyga yashashga.
Darsdan tashqari ishlasa bo'ladimi deb 2-3 ta savol tushgan, shunaqa?
Malayziyada ishlashga ruxsat yo'q. Studentskiy viza bilan, talabalik vizasi bilan ishlashga ruxsat yo'q, lekin kampus ichida part time job qilsa bo'ladi. Masalan, professorlarga yordam bersa bo'ladi, international departmentda ishlasa bo'ladi. Yoki bo'lmasa libraryda ishlasa bo'ladi. Lekin ko'chada o'zini o'qishiga xalaqit qilgan holatda ishlash mumkin.
Tushunarli. Scholarship bormi? Agar bo'lsa, necha foiz berishadi?
Scholarship universitetda faqat foundationga beriladi. 10% yoki 20%. IELTSga qarab va baholariga qarab.
Bo'ldi, qolgani hammasi o'sha anaqa o'tirmaydi. O'sha bitta savol 5-6 tasi bergan. Foundationga IELTSsiz kirsa bo'ladimi? Xuddi shunaqa biometric kurs orqali kiradi, to'g'rimi?
Da, to'g'ri. Foundationga IELTSsiz kirsa bo'ladi.
Bo'ldi. Hozir karantin sabab o'qish bo'ladimi yoki onlayn bo'ladimi darslar?
Karantin tufayli hozir darslar hammasi onlayn ketyapti. Intake ham, mana shu keyingi intake ham hozir aytib o'tganimdek onlayn boshlanadi.
Tushunarli. Bo'ldi, rahmat. Davom ettirsak bo'ladimi? Shu savolga to'xtaldik.
Rahmat. Adrian, we can continue from where we stopped. So I answered to some questions, urgent ones, and yeah.
Sure,
Okay.
no problem. Okay. So the next one, I'm going to show you, these are the programs available. So these are the degree programs. I mean, it's a 3 years degree, okay? But let's say if you just finish your high school, means that is grade 11. So, or maybe you finish your lyceum. So you have to study 1 year foundation and continue with this 3 years degree. So in this degree, so these are the program you can choose. I mean, if any one of you like IT, computing, so these are the programs. So we have IT, we have information system security, we have cloud computing, network computing, business information system, mobile technology, IoT, fintech. So there's many more like big data or data analytics or digital forensics, cybersecurity, intelligence system, computer games or multimedia with AR and VR. All right. So, but you can see here, those who are the red color, so which is, these are the programs which is related to Industrial 4.0, all right? So, but whatever which is not, probably is not related. So, but it doesn't mean that it is not good. It is, I mean, still good, but it's all depends on what your interest is, all right? Like for example, in APU, software engineering and computer science are probably the most popular programs, yeah? So, but you can see that the different trend, I mean, currently the trend have changed. So you can see for the last 2 years, big data have increased a lot in terms of students and cybersecurity as well. So I can also, I mean, expect this year and next year, whereby AI will increase, intelligent system. So you can see that, programs are different in terms of interest year by year. Yeah, but if you want something which is forever, not to say forever, but probably which is long lasting, you doesn't know or you didn't know how to choose your specialism, probably software engineering or computer science will be probably good for you. And if you like specialism, then you can choose any of it. Because in Malaysia, there's no university have so many different programs. Yeah, I think even in Uzbekistan, I think no university have so many different specializations also. So that's why when you come to Malaysia or you come to APU, so you can choose a lot of specialism to study, all right? So this is for computing and IT. So the next one we have is the business and management program. And probably these are the most popular programs among Uzbek students because majority of Uzbek students want to do business. because for the last 10 years, I've been coming over when I did presentation in schools, I asked students, what do you want to study? But the main feedback or majority of the students, when I ask them, you want to study business, raise up your hand, and almost majority of students want to study business. Yep. So we do have business programs. I mean, you can see a lot here. So we have business, we have e-business, we have international business, we have marketing, we have digital marketing, we have human resource, we have tourism management, we have international relations, and we also have mass comm. But let's say if you look at business, I would suggest you to study something related to technology in business rather than just pure business. Because I know that many of the universities, they offer business management. But if for me, I would choose e-business. Yep. Because e-business is something whereby in trend, and maybe this is the real business model which is relevant to the industry. Yep. For example, if you want to do business nowadays, yeah. So is it business can only be done by opening shops? Yes or no? No, right? So because we know that business also can be done online, right? But do you know how? Yeah. So it's not easy. Yeah. But of course, you need to have new technical knowledge or new IT knowledge in order to support the online business. So that's why for anyone who loves to do business, or want to study business, I would strongly suggest you to choose e-business rather than normal business management or business administration. And for anyone who loves marketing, I believe there will be some audience here whereby you are very outspoken. You love to travel. You love to meet people. Am I right? There must be, right? So you want to do marketing because you think that you are very good in sales. Easily you can sell something. Yeah. But now, especially in this lockdown, when we couldn't do anything, I think if you know digital marketing, yeah, then if you know this at this moment, then you are the winner. Yeah. Because the future marketing is all about digital marketing. Yeah. So because today, not many people wanted to spend so much on the traditional marketing anymore. Yeah. So everything now is on digital. Yeah. So, but let's say if we talk about digital marketing, there's a lot to share with you because I personally also learning, and I personally also want to do more in terms of digital marketing. And today, what we are doing today is part of the digital marketing. Yeah. When we are doing this on live, we are doing this on Instagram. Basically, it's digital marketing, and how you can utilize this to build your brand or to sell your products and to get more viewers, yeah, and eventually you close the sales, then that is digital marketing is all about, yeah. But of course, when you want to go for marketing program, so go for digital marketing. This is what I suggest, yeah. So you can do more research on it. And of course, we have, just now I've said human resource, tourism, international relations. So if you like to study in, let's say, political science, something to do with, the international relations. So you can actually, study with us also. Because in Malaysia, I think we are one of the 2 universities that are offering international relations. So yeah, I think you can do that with us. All right. So the third area that we have is more on accounting, finance, and quantitative studies. So this is for students who love maths or very good at maths, or you like numbers. Yep. So because as I remember, quite a lot of Uzbek students study accounting and finance too. Yeah. So like in accounting and finance, we have different specializations. So if you love forensic accounting, you can take up tests. If not, you can take up taxations. If not, then it could be internal audit or forex and investment. Yeah. And all our accounting programs will get maximum exemptions from ACCA. So if you study accounting, for sure you want to be a chartered accountant. Yeah. But how do you become a chartered accountant? Yeah. Actually, when you study a degree, let's say in Uzbekistan, it could lead you to become a chartered accountant. But how long? Right? Some students might need to spend 5, 6, 7, 8 years to be a chartered accountant. But in APU, yeah, let's say if you finish our degree, you just need to accumulate 3 years of experience and finish 5 papers with, I think 4 papers with ACCA, then you can qualify as a chartered accountant. and this is probably one of the fastest way in the world to be a chartered accountant. Yeah, when you study accounting with us. Yeah. So, and let's say if you want to do something with finance or economics, so we have banking and finance. So here we have two majors. One is investment and risk management. Another one is fintech. Now, fintech is another popular programs that I highlight in red. So it's IR 4.0 related. So whereby it teach you about the technology in finance. So how finance has changed throughout the years, and how finance today, if you can see, is different from 5 years ago or 10 years ago. Yeah. So many things have gone, gone through automation, and you can see that even banks' operation has all changed. Yeah. So that could be, not just in finance, it could be also in insurance, it could be in also stocks market. So it changed the whole economy. Yeah. So that's why if you want to study something related to finance or banking, so I would suggest you to study fintech. So which is much more relevant to what it is practiced today. All right. So we also have Islamic banking and finance, and we also have actuarial studies. So if someone want to work in an insurance company, yeah, and would like to manage funds, and then someone who like to actually calculate risk, yeah. So basically, actuarial studies is also very good, yeah. So actuarial studies, most of the actuaries they work in insurance or also in banks, okay. So all these programs also 3 years. And the next is we have engineering programs. So let's say if you love engineering programs, love engineering, it is a 4 years program, and all our programs is accredited by Board of Engineers of Malaysia, and also it is recognized under Washington Accord. So means that when you completed your 4 years engineering with us, so you'll be recognized worldwide. So we have 5 types of engineering. So we have electrical electronics engineering, telecommunications engineering, mechatronics engineering, computer engineering, and also petroleum engineering. And I highlighted the red one, mechatronics engineering. So that is, do you know robots? Yeah, this is robotics engineering. Yeah. So whereby in future, I think even the manufacturing industry in Uzbekistan will also change. I know you produce a lot of cotton, right? So, and probably the cotton now is probably 60 or 70% done manually. So what if this is all automated? And to get this automated, so you need a lot of industrial robots or industrial machines. So if you study mechatronics, it will definitely help the industry to automate all the processes. So whereby to make the process much more efficient. Okay. So, and we also have design programs. So for anyone who are creative, who love to draw, you have a lot of creativity in terms of doing design. Yeah, so we have a few programs. Yeah, so first is visual effects. Yeah, second is animation, and then the third is industrial design. But the industrial design, you can split your specialisms into either one of this. So you can take up product design if you like. So if not, transport design. And if you don't like, maybe furniture design. And if not, then sustainable design. Yeah. So we have these 4 specialisms that you can choose from in the industrial design. And we also have digital advertising. So digital advertising is very similar to graphic design. So whereby the design will be based on business needs. The design will be based on created something for business purposes. All right. So if you like something related to design or a creative area, so you can study this program. So it's also a 3 years program. Okay. And let's say if you're looking at the master's program, so we have a lot of masters here. Yeah, masters here is 1 year to 16 months. So whereby probably it's a very quick masters. Yeah, because I know that maybe in Uzbekistan you have to study at least 2 years for a master's, but in Malaysia probably you can finish in 1 year. And these are the area that we have for our masters. Yep, you can see yourself here. And we also have PhD programs. Yeah, so anyone who are looking at PhD program, So we have 5 programs related to, I mean, the specialism in PhD, and you can apply with us. So it's only a 3 years program. Okay. So, and at the same time, just now I've mentioned that's a 2+1 or 1+2 option. So whereby students can study 2 years with us and 1 year in UK, right? So this is the one whereby it's a pathway to De Montfort University, UK. So you can see it here. Yep. So, I mean, the programs that you study, no matter business or marketing or human resource or tourism or IT, so it can be transferred to UK. So no matter 2+1 or 1+2. Yep. So you can talk to us if you have the interest to go to UK eventually. And our intake starts in, the next intake will be starting in June, September, and November. Yep. So let's say if you're interested, you still can apply. Not too late. So because most of the Uzbek students, they apply in September or November. Yep. So let's say if you're interested, just submit all your documents to Study Point and they will process, you know, your application as well as your visa for you. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And in terms of the tuition fee, I mean, we usually do some comparison. So if you can see, to study in Australia, you spend about $20,000 a year. Maybe in Singapore, you spend about close to $20,000 a year. So in USA, you spend about $25,000 a year. And in UK, you spend about $21,000 a year. So, but how much in Malaysia? So Malaysia, I always say that it is about 1/3 of what you spend in Australia, Singapore, UK, and USA. So whereby the tuition fee that APU charging is around $7,000 a year, $6,000 to $7,000. Yeah. So, and for Uzbek students who join us for foundation and continue with the degree, so at the moment we have about 20% scholarships. So let's say if you're looking at $7,000, 20% that is minus 1,400 means that your tuition fee is about 5,600. Yeah. So around there. Yep, 5,000 plus a year.
Right? It is a merit scholarship. It is a merit scholarship that students can enjoy every year. For example, if their CGPA is good enough, so this scholarship will be kept for the next years as well.
Yeah. So as long as you maintain certain CGPA, believe me, it's not high. Yeah. So as long as you put your decent effort, definitely you will get the CGPA and you can continue with their scholarships. Yeah. So cost of living is also not very high in Malaysia. So cost of living, I think it will be almost the same like you live in Tashkent. Yeah. So for example, you rent a room in Tashkent and then you go, you know, you eat 2 or 3 meals a day. Probably a month you will spend about $400, right? So in Malaysia, it's almost the same. So you spend about $400 to $500 a month for the entire living cost. So to me, I think it is very, very affordable. You know, if you compare let's say to Australia, let's say annual cost will be $18,000. $18,000 means that it's about $1,500 a month you have to spend in Australia. But in Malaysia, you only spend about $400 to $500. So still, the cost of living is about 1/3 of what you spend in Australia, Singapore, USA, and also UK. So that's also the reason why a lot of students, they choose Malaysia. All right. So you might be asking also, you know, what's the accommodation like? You know, if I'm interested, you know, where I stay, you know, did your university provide any campus or accommodation? Yeah, yes, we do. So that's why I'm now showing you all the accommodation that we have. Yep. So you can consider, or you can make a selection after these presentations. Yeah. So for accommodation, we have on campus and we have off campus. So for on-campus accommodation, so majority of the rooms are single room. And of course, we have some twin rooms like in the pictures here, but there's not many. Majority, I think 80% are single room. So it will be like this. Yep. So you have one cozy bedroom. So with also a very comfortable spring mattress. Yep. And also every rooms will have a window. and then you'll have your study table, and then you'll have your wardrobe, yeah, and some rooms will have your mini fridge as well. Okay, so it will be something like this. Yeah, it's just that probably some rooms have different setup. So, but it is like the last 4 photos that I show you. And in your accommodation, so you also have a shared pantry or a common pantry. So you can also cook. Yeah. So let's say if you do not want to, order food outside, or you do not want to eat outside, you can cook yourself. Yeah. So we have different, share kitchen. So for you to cook. Okay. So we have place for you to wash your clothes and also to dry your clothes. Yeah. And also the university, the accommodation at the bottom, you have your resident lounge. Yep. So the off-campus accommodation, so you can see off-campus accommodation are mostly twin sharing, and it is not in the universities. So it is nearby the universities. Yeah. And you can see this is the apartment style with 3 rooms in the apartment and 2 persons sharing a room. Yeah. And most of the good thing about the off-campus accommodation is most of the off-campus accommodation have swimming pool. So if you're a person who loves to swim, so I'll suggest you to stay in the off-campus accommodation. Yeah. So this is how it looks like. Yeah. So you also have gym, you also have swimming pool, you also have some badminton court. Yeah, but badminton is not so popular in Uzbekistan. Yeah. Okay. So let's say if you are interested, so you want to know what is the processes, how we can apply for visa. Actually, in Malaysia, it's very, very simple. So we just need your passport, we just need a photo, we just need all your academic documents. And if you have IELTS certificate, yeah, so you can also submit with us. But if you do not have, don't worry, because this is optional. Yeah. So, but you only need the required IELTS when you join the programs. All right. So at the time of application, you don't actually need it. And you also need your medical declaration form. And you also need to pay for your visa application fees. So that's only the documents that we need. Yeah. In some other countries, you need to have a bank statement, right? In some countries, you need to have probably what do you call, some supporting letters or referral letters, or some letters from your schools or from someone else to actually support your application. So here we do not need. So these are the documents that we need, and usually the visa processing is only 3 to 4 weeks. So meaning that when you apply, let's say early May, so definitely you get by the 3rd week or the 4th week of May. Yeah. So it is very fast. Yeah. And when you should submit the application, and usually is 2 months before the intake. Yeah. Or that is the ideal. But let's say if someone submit late, yeah, we will try our best to get your visa, before your class starts. But usually it takes at least 3 weeks to do that. Yeah. So, but we always hope that you submit 2 months earlier, so that we can prepare everything fast for you, yeah, and earlier for you. Okay. Any questions that you have? Anything that you guys want to know more? Do you have any questions?
Actually, some of them, they have questions. They are asking about the fees of language course.
Okay, the fees of language course is about 500 plus per level.
Per level. How many months per level?
1 month for 1 level.
1 month. Okay, good.
Yeah. So, but of course, students need to, usually students need to do an English placement test, which they can do it in your office. So students can do the test, and we will know which level they are. So once they know which level they are, then we will know how long they will need to study. For example, we have level 1, level 2, level 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yeah. But of course, eventually they need to meet the IELTS requirement. So only those students who finish level 5, yeah, we will actually then suggest or encourage them to take IELTS. If before that, but I mean, before that, we are not really encouraged. But let's say if students want to take IELTS after level 4, I mean, we can do so. So as long as they achieve require IELTS for degree, I mean 5.0, then it's fine. But for someone who wants to join our foundation, so there's no IELTS requirement.
No,
so let's say no IELTS requirement for foundation. But students need to finish our level 4, then go to our foundation, and after foundation, go to degree directly without IELTS.
Okay, I get it. Can you put back the previous page, please? Because I want to explain it in Uzbek language also.
This one?
Yes. Hop, bu vizaga kerak bo'ladigan dokumentlarni ro'yxatda birinchi o'rinda bizga kerak bo'ladi pasportinglarni bizani ofisga olib kelsanglar, biz full page qilib o'zimiz skaner qilib olamiz. Rasm oq fonda bo'lishi kerak, hech qanaqa sariy emas, sarg'ish emas, oq fonda bo'lishi kerak. Qo'shimcha kerak bo'lgan narsalar bu akademik dokumentlar, ya'ni maktab shahodatnomasi, litsey, kollej diplomi, agar magistraturaga topshirmoqchi bo'layotganlar bo'lsa, unda bakalavr diplomi ham kerak bo'ladi. IELTS sertifikati o'sha aytganimizdek ikki xil varianti. IELTS orqali kirishingiz mumkin yoki agar IELTS sertifikati bo'lmasa, unda siz language kurs orqali kirishingiz mumkin. Language kursni necha o'qishingiz bu o'zingiz bilimingizga, o'sha paytdagi bilimingizga qarab baholanadi. Meditsinskiy spravka, buni qilishda bizning kompaniya yordam beradi va viza to'lovi. Viza to'lovini o'sha o'qishga to'lashingiz mumkin. Xo'p, viza protsessi odatda 3 haftadan 4 haftagacha bo'lgan vaqt oralig'ida chiqadi. Lekin ba'zi bir holatlarda cho'zilish ehtimoli ham mavjud. Endi bu narsa bizga ham, universitetga ham bog'liq emas, chunki vizani imigratsion slujba qilib beradi va har xil vaziyat bo'lishi mumkin. Endi xudo xohlasa tezroq chiqqani yaxshi. Xo'p, application topshirish darslar boshlanishidan bir где-то 2 oy oldin topshirsangiz, hammasiga vaqtida ulgurasiz. Chunki yani orada tiqilishlar bo'lmaydi. Yeah, I'm done. So we can switch off your screen.
Okay.
Yeah. So any other informations you want to give to our students?
Adrian, can we, I think for students, it's interesting about current situation under MCO. Yeah, how is the students' condition? What's going on? So can you share some information about that?
Okay. Of course, I mean, everyone knows that there's a global issue in terms of the COVID-19, right? Which is affecting the whole world. I mean, in Malaysia, I mean, we also face the problem. I mean, but of course, the problem now is under control. Like for example, today we have about 55 new cases. So, which is probably is very less compared to how it starts. I think Malaysia have controlled it very well. Even today is the first day for all businesses to open back.
Yeah, I heard about it. I saw it on Instagram.
Yes. Yeah. So basically the MCO, whereby we call the movement control order, so have not to say ended, have moved to the conditional conditional situation. So whereby business are allowed to open with certain SOP. So means that social distancing still applicable, but not for all. I mean, all businesses. For example, education, we still cannot open yet. So those businesses that involve a lot of, I would say, crowd, it cannot open. Like for example, cinema, you cannot open the cinema, right? All the beauty parlor or all the what do you call the hair salon? So all you cannot open. But in terms of food, in terms of normal businesses, so they can open. So as the universities, I mean, what happened to the universities at the moment is, I think most of the Malaysian universities, I mean, they implement online learning. So means that at the moment, at present, all our students are studying online. Yeah. So they started to study online since April. Yeah. So as far as I know, all the students, they are happy and they are confident. Yeah, because at the moment, I mean, some students, they might opt out. But when they opt out, I mean, they do nothing. And we do not know when the university will be open back. Same as in Uzbekistan. I think same like in UK, Australia, US, or UK, you know, all the classes have stopped in terms of face-to-face. So the only option we have now is online studying. So that's why what we say now is, you know, in such a situation, so we need to adapt to the new normal. So what is the new normal? New normal is everything is on digital. So you study online, you order food online, you buy things online. So everything that you do is without contact, even for the payment as well. Yeah. So we have to live this way. So if the social distancing is applicable until next year, I don't think any students will want to wait until next year, right? So somehow you still need to study. So to me is, I think be prepared, yeah, be confident. And then these are the changes that, I mean, your generation have to learn and have to adapt. So to me, yeah, there's nothing to be afraid of, because if you don't study online, your neighbors study online, your friends study online, so why not you also study online? So of course, we hope that the situation will be improved, or would be, you know, yeah, I would say end soon, so that we can come back to face. But of course, I mean, it hopes that when the vaccine going to come, then we'll be all safe. But at the moment, so the advice is, don't go out. Yeah, please stay at home. I know you and me, or everyone's, you know, we can't, you know, we can't stay at home for so long. You know, it's almost 2 months, right? Yeah, and I know it's very difficult, but we have to say so. We have to do so, because as to save life. Yeah. So nothing to, I think nothing to be scared if you are at home. So to me is, when you're at home, try to learn something new. Yeah, especially the technology part. Yeah. And let's say if you wanted to enroll to any universities, I mean, just do it. I mean, why to wait, right? Because, I mean, from now until end of the year, let's say if there's no face-to-face classes, are you not studying until end of the year? I don't think so, right? Yeah. So to me is, yeah, just explore what option available for you. Yeah, maybe APU is one of the very good options for you to study online, maybe for 1 semester, or maybe a few months before you come to Malaysia yourself. Yeah, to me is, when you get your results, you know, when you are ready, if your internet is good enough, just study online. To me, I think it's fine.
Just only 1 semester, you mean, right?
Huh?
Only 1 semester, you mean, right?
Yeah, I think maximum only 1 semester. And the good thing about study online, you know, sometimes I feel that study online is also good, because when you study online, you can record. You can record the teaching, you can record the lectures. And if you don't understand, you can play it again and again and again, right?
Yeah.
And then at least understand.
Yeah, and also you don't need to, you know, prepare, like, you know, like girls, you don't need to make up every day for the online classes. So it saves a lot.
Just switch off the video camera, that's it, right?
Yeah, just switch on the video camera, and then you just
online study.
yeah, and even all the assessment, you know, has changed. So maybe you know, because of the online medium, I mean, sometimes exam is very difficult to be conducted. So probably for the first semester, all exam, let's say if you are still under online, all exam probably will be converted to projects rather than exams, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So to me, yeah, it has its good, and it also has its disadvantages. But to me, I mean, we should always look for what is good, because this is something that there's no options now, right? Yeah.
No choice.
I mean, no
we
choice.
need to experience this one as well.
Yeah. If I have option, I would love to go to Malaysia. Yeah. But when there's no option, no problem. I just start maybe a few months or one semester first, then maybe early next year, or if the situation become better and Uzbek government or Malaysian government has opened their borders, then no problem, you can fly over.
Yeah, totally agree with
Right.
you.
Yeah. So anyway, it's not the end of the world. So we should be positive. So that's why we are here.
Yeah.
Anything that you want to say, Aziza?
Yes, I want to ask the same.
Any questions left on Facebook or Instagram? Maybe we can.
No, the questions was the same. They were asking about the tuition fees. They were asking about can they work or not.
Okay. If anything, they can always come to Study Point. They can contact them because we are partners for about how many years? I think more than 6 years or
6 years.
yeah, I don't already. Yeah. So I know Iskandar from I think already 10 years, more than 10 years, right? So yeah,
Iskandar is a student.
yeah, when he was a student, when he was even a student of license, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, and now he's now a very good, successful businessman. So Study Point is becoming very, very popular in Uzbekistan, and we always wish you good luck. And students can always come here. And thank you very much that you arrange, in spite of this lockdown, you arrange this online webinar. I hope that students enjoyed and found all answers to their questions. And I wish you success. And I hope that this situation will get normalized very soon, and we'll meet and we can conduct normal, not webinars, but seminars as well. And we can welcome Adrian Chan to Uzbekistan. And taking the time, I wish all of you very good health. Stay at home, stay connected, and wash your hands with a soap. Use a mask and use your medical gloves. And thank you very much for our frontliners who are very busy for us. I mean, doctors or all who are involved in this situation, who are works from morning till night. So thank you very much for our frontliners as well. So good luck to our students. Good luck to you, Iskandar. Good luck to Study Point as well. And thank you very much, Mr. Adrian Chan, for your time.
Yeah.
I think it's already in Malaysia, it's what time? Already 8 p.m. and it's your dinner time.
No problem. I have another live in 1 hour.
Okay. So if everything is clear, then thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. We really appreciate your support. It was really good. So we'll put the video so later on we can share with students, inshallah.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
Okay.
All the best. Stay safe. Stay healthy.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye. See you. Bye.
Bye. Thanks.